I read Nine Stories by J.D. Salinger. It's a really good book. J.D. Salinger writes the least and says the most than any other person or any other author I've ever read. And it's really good. He uses human interactions and eye for detail and italics in his dialogue, and it really helps him out. And just an example of it when in a story down at the dinghy when Boo Boo the mother is talking to Lionel the son about why can't she be an admiral, and and Lionel responds, because you're a lady, and she asks, well, who told you that? Who told you I wasn't admirable? Lionel answered but inaudibly, who? Said Boo Boo, Daddy. And just using italics, you can tell everything. It's also a sexism play on things because Lionel heard this from his dad, and therefore it's instilled in him, and that's what he thinks about. So that's a cool take on it. It's a really good story. My favorite story is For Asking Us Love and Squalor, and it's about what I think is a young J.D. Salinger soldier because he's actually drafted into World War II, and he meets this really blunt, strange girl named Esme. And just to show you how extremely blunt she is, in the first, I'd say a couple minutes of talking, or maybe half an hour, she tells him, I'm training myself to be more compassionate. My aunt says I'm a terribly cold person, she said, and felt the top of her head again. I live with my aunt. She's an extremely kind person. Since the death of my mother, she's done everything within her power to make Charles and me feel justice. I don't know about you, but I would never disclose all that with a stranger, a complete stranger to me. But I think it's because they have no false pretenses with each other is why they're so easy to bond. And later, when Esme has to leave, she tells the soldier, or J.D. Salinger, look at it, that he must write her a story about love and squalor, and that's where the title comes from, obviously, because that's her two favorite topics. It's a really peculiar story. It's really good. J.D. Salinger is a peculiar writer. I hope you read it. I'm going to pass it on to our partners.